What's going on, average tech guy here, and today we are back. More tech, more reviews, and right here in front of me, I probably have one of the best stands and well, we'll talk about it. It's a good stand, but I'm not sure if I like that. So let's go. All right, so this is a full aluminum stand for your iPad from the company Benks. Now this does come in space gray and also comes in silver as well, so it will match up with whatever iPad color that you have. As you can tell, this is a full aluminum construct, and I'm scraping it, but this is a full 360-degree motion. This is a full 360-degree motion. I mean, this thing moves all the way around. Now, when you get this thing out of the box, this is what you are going to have. You got the base, which is nice and sturdy, no issues, and sits on this turntable. Now, I think the only issue that I have is that the turntable makes a decent amount of noise. Now, when I first got it, the little clicking, I kind of liked it, but now it just seems a little annoying at times just because it's so loud. Now, I do appreciate the fact that it comes with this rubberized texture on the bottom. And as you can see, this is what it's going to look like. This is a rubberized finish, so no matter what table you put it on, it's not going to scratch it up. And then the column or the stand itself is solid aluminum, and then you get a soft backing right here so that you don't scratch up the back of your iPad. Now this is magnetic. The camera does not line up anywhere. And basically, like I mentioned before, this thing can fold all the way down and you can actually travel with this if you want to. You can put it in a bag, and just for some perspective, let's get a quick weight on it. All right, so got the scale here just for perspective, so we'll know how much this thing weighs. We'll zero this out. 1 pound, 14 ounces, so close to 2 pounds. But like I said, this doesn't add a whole lot of bulk, doesn't add a whole lot of weight, folds down flat, and you can probably stick this in your bag if you have to at any point in time. Like I mentioned, you do get the clicking noise as you turn this, and then what we'll do is we'll let it out. It lets out in 3 separate pieces, and this is the bottom right here. And all you have to do from this point onward is snap your iPad on. So now iPad is off the table. You can see my arms going underneath it. We'll turn, and the ease of turn is 1 finger going around in a circle. That's how easy it is to turn. Flipping back, if you need to show someone on the other side what you got going on, flips all the way around, but in that mode, it will not stay. So you're gonna have to support it, and then you're gonna have to flip it right back around to finish doing what you were doing. Your angles, all the way down to the table. Now this angle, like mentioned, it will turn. You don't want to scratch up your iPad, so I wouldn't recommend you turning this on the table. But if you kind of lift it up a little bit, it doesn't hold, but you can lift it and you can turn it. Or if you're like me, you'll just turn it anyway. But like I said, you're going to run the risk of scratching up your iPad if you do that. Just like this, take your pencil, and if you feel like doodling, drawing, things of that nature, you can have at it. This thing is nice and sturdy, and is going to give you everything that you need to get this. Let's see. There we go. You can bear down on it, no issues. Okay, and that just changed my whole drawing, but you get the gist. So it comes with 2 separate modes. You can actually have it straight up and down in your entertainment mode, and then in this mode like this for your productivity. If you need to write, if you need to draw, you need to sign some documents, put it down on the table. It's gonna be at that angle, just like so. Now remember, if you pull it up and come forward. It is only gonna hold so far. Once you get so far down, the weight of it is gonna drop it. So that's about as high as you're going to get just with a regular standing angle. And like I said, if someone needs to see this behind you, you can turn it. I would rather you turn it this way on the base versus flipping it backwards, just because the weight will not support it going backwards. But you can go up higher, 90-degree angle, just like so you can get a straight on. And once again, someone behind you, they need to see what you're doing. You turn it, you let them see, and then back around to you. So it's a pretty neat little setup, and I really appreciate Benks sending this over for me to check out. I love my iPad stands, and they did make one last year that it was a really good stand, but it didn't do all of this. And I love the fact that this now sits on this base where it will turn and you have full control over what you need to do. Now, like I said, get this up in the air. You can turn it, you can move it, you can flip it, just up and down, just like so. You probably would never use it in that angle or in that mode, but this is gonna be great for people who do Zoom calls, Zoom meetings, who are using this with their stage manager setup for your monitor. I mean, your second screen, this is gonna be great for all of that and then some. So like I said, very flexible, very durable, full aluminum construct. The only thing I don't like is that clicking. Gets on my nerves just a little bit from time to time. But once you get this in the angle that you want it, you don't have to worry about the click too much because it will stop clicking as you turn it. So angles here, angles there, and straight up and down, just like so. Once again, this is from the company Benks. I'll be sure and drop a link below so you can check this out for yourself. 360-degree motion there, 360-degree motion there. You can't ask for a whole lot more on your iPad stand. So until next time, Average Tech Guy out. Peace.